Milicent Fambrough, and I am a San Antonio native. I was kicked into gear by a good friend of mine and went to college for graphic design and came back around to her. She was like, well, now I need you for this and that and the other. I need props for a photography shoot, or I need jewelry made, or there was a spread of Snooki cookie with one of my flower crowns now. And Snooki Cookie is a company, it's a t-shirt company from Seattle, Washington, and now they're in the Pearl shopping area. I have a book that's out. It's called An Unfortunate Love, and you can find it at Apple iBooks. Look up my last name, my first and last name, Milicent Fambrough, and it pops right up. And you can find me with my hashtag on Instagram or Facebook too, because the hashtag's travel. And this is one of the books that I have out. It's more boudoir shots that I took with a very talented photographer, Fred Moses. And it's called, oh gosh, Simple de Beauty. So it's Simple de Beauty. So it's French.
It's wonderful.
And I always wanted to do like tasteful nudes. It's not anything that you would see in Hustler or maybe a vintage Playboy.
How did you get into that?
I fell into Firepoi. Okay, we started with glow sticks when I was in my early 20s, late teens. Just put them on shoelaces and, you know, twirl them at night, and it'd make all kinds of tracers and patterns. I had gotten so familiar with the glow sticks, I knew I could go without hitting myself with the actual burning. About the size of your hand, and it's on chains, and you have two. So you have one here and one here, and you have to make patterns around your body.
You knew you were going to hit
Yes.
yourself, and that's how confident you were to go and try it.
We had heard about a group that did it with fire. Well, we're gonna have to go to practice on Mondays. It's at Sam's Burger Joint. So we go to Sam's Burger Joint. Manny Castillo, the man behind Brothers of the Flame. Now these are wicks. Basically it's Kevlar wrapped around a piece of metal. And we have, of course, safety handles and all that good stuff. I get my equipment from the internet, yes, like everyone else. All those performers, all those fancy performers get their stuff from the internet. So, I'll tell you when to light it up. Okay. Now this might get a little smelly because it's white gas. Okay. That one's been out for a minute, so. Down here. Got flames up there.
Wild.
Got it.
Oh my god, that was
You go again?
intense.
No, you didn't do it. See, you never get it when it's wet. Now,
Damn.
so,
I've never seen that up close like this. This is intense.
yeah, it really is. And
God.
it's not fake. There's no way to fake that.
Okay, now obviously it burns all the little hairs in your arms.
Oh yeah. I didn't scare you, did I?
It was great.
Okay,
I
good.
really didn't expect it to be that
Intense.
And well, I mean, it's up close right here. So
Oh, yeah.
It's neat. Like, it was neat to see that in here. For me, I had Frankenstein down here, and now I have a, this fire eater. Yes, I'm just like, holy shit.
Right now, I am working with Raw, and that is Raw Natural Born Artist Collective. And basically, we're a big family of artists. It's global. We go to every major city 3 times a year. Not just in Texas, but we also go to Sydney, Australia, Paris, France, London, England, LA, New York, Seattle, all that stuff. So it really just depends on your motivation and your accommodations and how you're going to handle your own travel expenses. You just set up and sell your stuff. That's it. And then you go home next day.
Good for you.
If anyone needs photos for an event, I get hit up all the time. The house mom of La Santa Luna has asked me to do some video footage for her. All of them can stand on their own individually, but what makes them great is when they work together and really put it together. Yeah, so I write erotic poetry every now and again, and I have some of it published, some of it the lighter side of it. If you don't submit, you won't be seen. Always submit your work, whether doesn't matter what field of art you're in. Always submit your work.
Your vibe is very loving, very reaching, very supportive. It really is like a love for the art and your community.
These are my digital works.
Okay.
I started with digital painting at home, and basically I put my headphones on, get my tablet out, and I would sketch. And I like the human form a lot. I don't like to use eyes too much, or really any facial features, because I don't want the viewer to identify too fully with what I'm expressing. And what I'm expressing through all paintings in this series is pain. And it's about heartbreak and having to split a relationship into 3 sections. And
Is that one?
yeah, that's the heart. That's the 3 of Swords. Well, my take on it, and I loved that card for a very long time. It's also a tarot card, and it has a significant symbolism. Usually means that you're in some kind of lover's quarrel with, more than one person, or you're having a disagreement with a loved one or relative. That's usually what it is, but it cuts right to the heart. So usually someone who's very, very close or intimate with you. So that's why the card showed up. And I love fire, of course, as you have already seen.
Yes. Yeah.
So I use that a lot in my paintings. And I only go with primary colors mainly, because they're just easier to work with, and black is negative space, white is basically the fill in that space, and then red and yellow usually to, just give a little flair. But black and white are my favorite 2 colors to use. So you'll see that no matter what painting I'm doing, no matter what I'm drawing.
Okay. I think this is my favorite. What's the title of this one?
Agony.
And do you sell prints?
Yes.
You have prints? Because I just saw you made prints of your...
Yeah. I'm getting them shipped in right now.
Yes.
The new series, yeah. And I do have doubles, so if you'd like to keep this as a gift.
You're kidding me.
No, not at all.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's fine.
But I don't, Is it, really? And
Yeah.
you're, this, he's so happy, and, but, I can have the frame, you want me to take off the frame? Like,
No.
is it perfect?
No, keep the whole thing. Yes.
Oh.
Yes. You don't have to take it apart. No. It's already on the wall and everything.
Oh my gosh, this is incredible. I don't know, I'm like, are we in here? Yeah.
Look. Yeah, check it out.
Okay, so looking at color. If you could continue that where it connects there, I don't really want it to be.
Everything like
So you're just gonna continue it, like connect it to what was that?
right there.
Right there. Yeah, so we can connect it and just do a line, and each artist that's here, we're gonna connect this whole abstract thing of whoever shows up next.
Okay.
A straight line, it can be whatever. Perfect. And then whoever's next will continue where you are. It's like everybody's signature in a stroke.